You tell me, when we started the session off, was it implicit or was it explicit? When we did the first part, throwing, lifting, implicit or explicit? Okay. Implicit is very, very structured. Everybody knows what we're doing. Explicit, very structured. Implicit is game-like. When we started, was it implicit or explicit? Which one? In the beginning? What was it? Give me an answer. Explicit. You've got a double chance there, haven't you? Explicit is very detailed. Implicit is what we did at the end, where we just said do the line out, do your patterns of running. What you then do, you layer onto that key factor analysis.
그러니까 약간 이거 하면서 지금 키 핵심 단어 썼잖아요. 약간 이제 첫 번째 약간 좀 디테일하게 했는지 아니면 이제 방금처럼 이제 막 그냥 이렇게 간단하게 이렇게 했는지 이렇게 여쭤봤거든요. 어떤 것 같았어요?
So we gave you the key factors of throwing. We gave you the key factors of jumping. We gave you the key factors of lifting.
일단 여기서는 핵심 단어 일단 볼 던지는 거나 이렇게 떠가지고 잡는 거나 뭐 이게 두 달 이렇게 지켜가지고 잡는 게 하는 건데 그렇게 얘기했고요.
And then we said let it go.
그 다음에 이제 맨 마지막에는 이렇게 알아서 하게끔 했거든요.
Yeah. And then we said we put backs in. And I didn't say anything about outside foot forward, hands up, alignment. I just said put the backs in. That was very implicit.
그러니까 약간 좀 굉장히 좀 약간 자유로웠잖아요. 이제 그냥 이제 굳이 이렇게 디테일하게 설명하지 않고 그냥 알아서 그냥 하셨잖아요. 그건 약간 좀 이렇게 자유로웠던 그런 게.
I think with young players, you're very, very explicit. With older players, not that you're old, but we're very good, you can afford to be implicit.
약간 좀 젊은 분도 약간 좀 디테일하게 한 것 같은데 근데 이제 좀 나이가 좀 있으신 분들은 좀 자유롭게 하신 것 같아요.
But what I really like is
니네가 나이가 먹어 보이니까.
네, 굉장히 좋았다고.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're having a bit of fun. So what I'm going to do now is, look, that was good. Give yourselves a round of applause. Round of applause. Round of applause. What we'll do now, let's just do a little bit of work on scrummage.
이제 스크럼에서 할 건데요.
Right? And I think that these are things that coaches are frightened of doing. I was halfback number 9. I never went into many scrums.
옛날에 한번 선수 때 하프였는데 이제 스크럼에서 별로 이렇게.
But I put the ball into the scrum. And my scrummer gate had reversing lights on, and I had to run back to pick the ball up because our scrum was no bloody good.
일단은 볼 이렇게 넣고서 이게 천천히 이렇게 갖고 이렇게 별로 습관 별로 안 좋았다 합니다.
Far easier as a halfback. You put the ball in, they go forward, you just pick round and pick the ball up and let it go. And it means your 10 and whatever can move forward. If we're going back, they've got to restutter. The defence line are coming up to bash you, taking your time in your space.
일단 이렇게 이해됐어요. 일단 스크럼
So
안 좋아가지고.
all I want you to do is understand this. Sit down back to back. Sit down back to back. Sit down.
뒤로 이렇게 앉아가지고 뒤로 이렇게 앉아주시겠어요?
Sit down.
서로
Back to
등을
back.
바라보고서 앉아주세요.
Say, yeah, like this with like this. Maybe he's lighter than him. You come.
일로 이렇게.
You come with him.
이번에
What I want you to do is work together, cooperatively. Working in cooperation.
일단 협동심.
Put your arms together and just stand up.
선수 일어나세요.
Beautiful. Great. Great. Good. Saw that, Simon. Good. Good. The one thing. Beautiful. Okay. And one thing when we scrummage, we don't want to be lifting a foot off the ground. Keep your feet on the ground if you can. So back, stand. You might move together slightly. Once you move your feet, we then get rotation and we get lack of stability. On that one.
약간 이제 발을 같이 이렇게 움직이면 좋은데 한 방에 움직이면 이렇게 뒤에서 일어나가지고 같이 못 일어나다 보니까 발을 같이 해가지고 올라가요.
Make sense? So do 3 each, please. Do 3 each. Off you go. 1, 2, 3. Off you go. 1, 2, 3. Try and keep your feet so they don't move.
한 번에 3번? 신났다. 하나, 셋. 아니 그냥.
Try each.
하나, 셋.
앉아. Okay, good. Now, the opposite to cooperation is competition. The opposite to cooperation is competition.
일단 이렇게 같이 협동해가지고 하는 게 나름의 경쟁.
So I want you two to go down, back to back. Now, I don't want you to cooperate, I want you to be competitive. I want you to twist him round so his nose is on the ground. I want you to twist him this way so his nose is on the ground. So we're working against each other. Ready? Ready? It's a battle. It's a battle. It's a battle. It's a battle. Ready? Go! Go on, work. Go on, work. Now don't stand up. Don't stand up. Don't stand up. Keep working. Keep working. Keep working. Keep working. Keep working. Pretty strong. Give them a round of applause. So we're working on our upper body and it's twisting. Yeah. First one, cooperative. Second one, competitive.
첫 번째는 협동이고 두 번째는 경쟁인데요.
Have a go with your partner.
한번 지금 한번 해보세요.
Have a go. Have a go. Have a go with your partner. You've got a back shoulder. Sit. Good luck. It's hard work, mate. Hard work.
만나지 말라고.
안 다치게 살살 손을 바닥에 놓지라 그랬어.
졌어. 아, 나 진짜.
조심 빨리 끝나잖아.
There we go.
저는 이렇게 작아 보이냐고.
So the next thing here is we're working cooperatively. We never want to hit our heads because inside our head is our brain. My brain is worth a lot of money because it's never been used.
일단 뇌는 이게 중요하고 비싸기도 하고 하는데 자기는 절대 한 번도 써보지도 않더라고.
So what we're going to do here,
여기서 할 거예요.
but before we do this, when we look at body shape, our body shape is horse,
자세 약간 말
chin off
같은데요.
chest, okay,
턱 올리고
nice and flat. That's a horse. Now his bum needs to come that's flat. That's it. Chin off chest.
턱 올리고 턱
That's a good body shape. Good body shape. Bad body shape is cat. Look at that.
이게 보이면은
That's bad.
보시면 이렇게 등이
Hips
약간 좀 구부렸잖아요.
always lower than shoulders.
항상
So
다 피고
horse shape.
약간 말처럼 이렇게 이런
If I pull a hand away, I will roll like a table. You take a leg off a table, it'll fall over. We don't want to twist. We want everything square and stable.
약간 이제 자세 이렇게 네모나게 만드시면 되고.
Okay, so next thing we're going to do, okay, cooperatively, go down, heads in,
머리 중앙고.
heads in. Go right in, good. Right in, shoulders, there. Now just rock back and forth. Rock, back and forth, rock. So you can see no heads here, keep going, keep going. Keep going. Keep going, keep going. So we're just working cooperatively. When they've done it one side, come the other. Come out, somebody, come out, head the other side. And have a go, off you go. With your partner, just down. Keep your legs at 90 degrees. Have a go with your partner. Just a bit of confidence work.
이렇게
Have a
다리를
go.
90도 만든 다음에 이렇게 스크럼 자세 하듯이 하면 돼요.
Yep.
지금
In
하면
twos.
돼요.
In twos, off you go.
오케이.
Okay, you two now. Next one.
이게 나와야 돼.
Straighten your arms. Straighten your arms. Walk in towards each other. Walk up. Push. Oh, push. Walk in. Walk in. Walk up. That's it. Go on. Walk up. Walk up. Good. We'll do it together. Have another go. So just working on next stretch. You having a go? You having a go? Keep going, the rest of you. Good. Good. Then go on the other hand. Okay, you're all watching what's going over here. So what we're doing is making sure that whether we're a half back, whether we're 15, we're 11, 12, don't matter. We need to have good neck muscles. Right, so he's got no neck. I used to be, what are you laughing at?
이게
So, what? You go. Okay, you won't. So watch this here, please. What they're doing,
잠깐 봐주세요 여기.
chin off chest, hands go on the head. They keep their arms straight, walk in, up,
그다음 주먹을
walk,
뻗죠.
walk, walk. Okay, and then do the other hand.
이제 반대손으로.
And this is really good for strengthening the neck up.
머리끄댕이 꽉 잡아.
Walk in,
키우는 게 굉장히
walk
좋답니다.
in. Good, okay. Have a go with your partner, have a go.
한번 해보세요.
Okay, so next thing fellas, you're going to bind onto each other.
머리
Bind on,
오늘 왜 이렇게 쉬운 거야? 오늘 왜 이렇게 쉬운 거야? 술이 가벼워서 그러나? 자, 하나, 둘, 셋. 엄청 잘하신데요? 아무렇지도 않은데 이거? 너무 쉬운데 이거?
Just go one on one, go one on one.
뭘 하면 보대 껴야 되는데 보대 끼는 거 없이 그냥 일어나는 거 같은데?
Just go in and bind one on one. Still working cooperatively, not driving. Just bind one on one. One on one.
이렇게 머리를 그냥 갖다 넣으시면 안 돼요.
off you go.
일단은요. 일단 머리 이렇게 집어서 이렇게 해주세요.
Good.
이런 식으로.
Just get a bit of a drive, bit of a drive, bit of a drive. Little bit of a drive. 1, 2 step.
살짝
1, 2
미시고
step.
살짝 한번 밀어보세요. 저 이제.
Okay. With your partner, just 1, 2 step, 1, 2 step, 1, 2 step. Have a go.
한 발짝 두 발짝.
With your partner, down you go.
오른발 나와.
Okay. Now here, you must make sure your hips are lower than your shoulders. Okay, now we'll go. You two bind each other. You two come in here.
싸우지 마, 싸우지 마.
Bind on each other.
왜 싸우고 있는
Yeah. Call it sink.
거야?
What's the call? Sink. What's the next bit? Sink. Touch. No. That's off.
왜 우리 쳐다보고 있어?
No push.
만만해 보이냐?
So what's the call?
야,
Sink.
난 반칙해. 깨물구만.
Bind. Set.
그래,
Come over, fellas.
잠깐만 더 와주세요.
So the next thing here is, and all of this is non-competitive, all cooperative. We have a referee. Ha ha ha! I like it, right? So first of all, we check the binding on these guys. Bind on each other.
같이 바이냐고.
Nice and tight hips together. Nice and tight hips together. And when you bind, it's not just the wrist, it's all the arm. It's a strap. Pulling them right in tight all the way round, yeah? Outside foot slightly forward because we're in twos. So he's going to call it.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Right, I'd like to see that foot a little bit further forward. Forward, no, forward.
앞으로.
똑같이.
Feet back. Together, hips together. Okay, and stand up.
일어나시고.
And stand up. So your scrummage position is poor. So what I think is when we're in the two-man, we need our outside foot just slightly forward. Kick your hip close to me there.
엉덩이 이렇게
Okay, and it's there. Right? And then we call it and in. And it doesn't matter what size you are, you can still be a good scrummager. Right? So I have thrown the hammer. Right? I have thrown the shot. I have thrown the discus. It's all about timing. I'm not very big, but if your timing's good, you can do things. Technique is really important. Sorry.
일단은 뭐 몸이랑 사이즈는 상관없이 그냥 키가 작더라도 기술이 좋으면 다 이길 수 있다고 합니다.
And this sort of work, if you're a winger, you can come into a ruck maul and it's a good position to get into. Right? So you learn it across. Everybody should know how to scrummage. Everybody should know how to lift. Everybody should know how to throw. It's a multifaceted game.
일단은 윙도 일단 럭크 참가니까는 뭐 스크럼에 대해서 배워야 되고 또 뜨는 것도 배워야 일단 골고루 다 배워야 합니다.
And normally the All Blacks, they don't have a back three, they have a back five. Their second row play in the centre. And they score a lot of tries. Retallick and the other character.
이제 보통 이제 올블랙스 같은 경우는 로크, 뭐 플랭커 걔네들도 이제 백스랑 같이 뛴다고 합니다.
So he's got to be like a winger.
이분이 그러면 이제 로크 할 수 있고 윙 같이.
But you think about it. Can you imagine him running at you on the wing?
너 롬무야.
Bloody hell, mate. I'm getting in there. Two wingers. Okay? So it doesn't matter what position you play, you owe it to your players to put them in a safe position. And it's dead simple if you are progressive. Remember what we said? Feet, knees, hips, chest, shoulder, head. Big muscles, little muscles, through the arms and driving. Yeah? Systematic and deliberative. Okay. In fours, just call is crouch, bind, set. I was in India 3 weeks ago. The coach said, I know nothing about refereeing. I said, how can you coach if you don't know what the referees are doing?
이제 인디아에서 뭐 이제 수업을 했는데 코치가 레프리들 아무도 모른답니다.
He's getting cold, so I'm going to get you back into your fours. Off you go. Find a group against a group. Away you go.
다 흩어져 좀 스크럼 한번 해주세요. 흩어져가지고 2대2로 이렇게 해가지고. 2대2.
만만하게 차도 쭉. 차도 쭉. 너네 일로 와. 만만하게 너네. 일로 와. 야 오승이 일로 와. 만만하게 너네. 야 우리 쳐다보지 마. 사이즈 안 맞아.
쉽게 그냥.
아니 저기야.
영화는 네가 붙어있다.
Yeah, slow. Get him out. You come over here. You come out. You get in here. You get in here. Get in. You go round and help. You go round and help. Okay, away you go.
야 콜해줘.
Crouch. Okay. Go and find another two. Go and find another two. Go and find another two. Find another two. Go and find another two. Nobody wants to go. Got it, you two over here.
덤벼 일로 와. 덤벼. 여기야? 너 비웃는 거야? 여기야?
바깥쪽만 앞으로 오시면 돼요. 바깥쪽만 앞으로. 와.
Okay. Okay. And the next thing we would do is
기다리고 있어. 비웃지 말고.
잠깐만요.
the next thing we would do is go into threes. So hooker, hands on head,
이제 이게 3명씩 할
hands on
건데
head. Now you could, because I'm smaller than these guys, I find it quite hard to bind round the top, so I might bind underneath.
좀 약간 키가 좀 작으니까는
오케이.
원래 바깥쪽 해야 되는데 키 작으니까 안쪽으로 이제
Makes
한다고
sense?
하는데요.
Now the big thing is, I mostly need to sit on his hip a little bit. No, keep as you were. That's off, foot slightly forward. Put this foot back. So I'm going to slip there, and then I can strike. Okay. Now I've not played hooker, but I know what a good hooker needs to do. So all I would do is to get you to get into threes, find another three. What's the call? Crouch. Bind.
손 나가고.
Bind. And then we go into the set. Set. Okay? Makes sense?
이해되셨죠?
But very, very cooperatively. No manliness or alpha male. It's got to be comfort.
좀 약간,
Comfort first.
좀 약간 협동적으로 이렇게 잘 하시면 돼요.
And then we will build our second row and our back row on. But I might do that against a scrum machine and then put it against live against live.
우선 3대3을 일단 해주시면 될 것 같아요. 이따가 뭐
So
이렇게 다섯
going
명 구할
threes,
거예요.
we've got about half hour left, then we're going back. Can I see the 4 people who aren't going to do level 2, please?
일단 레벨 2 안 하신 4분 잠깐 앞으로
Just come
와주세요.
over here with me. The rest of you carry
이리로
on.
잠깐 와주세요. 그리고 나머지 분들 3대3 이렇게 해주세요. 3대3 스크럼.
나는
일단 가보시죠.
난 그냥 주겠다는 거.
저거
Just talk. Do you not do level 2?
잘 만났어. 번개 잘 만났어.
Was he doing referee? Is there referee stuff, is it?
Fine.
It's just a coach.
코치가 두 명인데 한 명만 저기 한 명은 심판을 한다고 두 명인가? 이렇게 말고 한 팀에 두 명 이상
You three combined against these two.
야, 니네는 또 싸우려고 하네.
형 아까 안 들은다고 됐죠.
가까 절로 그럼. 절로 가.
야, 럭비 앞에서 스크럼 좀.
Hey, hey, hey! 2 versus 3.
2대3 하시면 2대3.
2대3
아니 절로 갈게. 갈게 그럼. 해.
그냥 원래대로 레벨 2 듣는데
아니 어떻게 빨리 얘기를.
얘기해 줘. 괜찮다.
그거 정해주셔야죠.
아,
레벨 2
그냥
하실 거예요? 레벨
Carry
2
on,
안
you
하시는
guys,
분들
carry on.
안 한다.
안 하신대요?
계속해?
그럼 2대3 일단 스크럼 짜주세요.
야, 제일 큰 애들 와봐. 문제를 하라고.
머리 어디로 돌아?
No driving, just crouch, seat.
얘네 본인 치건데?
나는 다지도 않아. 나는 어깨도 안 사.
Look. 5, 6.
레디.
Okay, we might as well do this. 3 versus 3. 3 versus 3. 2 come round. 2 go round. 3 versus 3. Okay, good news for you people. You're okay. Come over. Okay, you guys bind on. You guys bind on. Underneath. Bind on each other first. Yeah. Bind on each other first.
아니, 럭비 하면서 뭘 이렇게 풀업도 들어가고 씨 놓고 들어가.
Bind on him. Okay. Call it, please. Referee, call it.
Crouch.
No movement.
Bind. Bind. Sit.
No movement. No movement. No movement. No movement. No movement. Standing up. Stand up.
일어나세요.
Very good.
야,
Very good. And then we could put back row on, but I'm not going to. Before I go to that, this is what I do. Okay. Got a tight head and a hooker.
여기
Is that right?
3번하고 이제
Tight head and hooker. Second row. Second row.
오른쪽으로
Second row.
오른쪽 쪽.
Flanker. Second row.
여기 로프에 넣으시고
Second row. Flanker.
이거 아니야 이거.
Okay.
맞았는
Hooker. Loose head.
이제 1, 2번.
Second row. Second
여기
row.
한 명 들어와야죠 로프.
And a flanker.
플랭커 바깥쪽에 바깥쪽.
Right down. Right. Okay. So now what I've got.
아유.
So now this might be better than going
잠깐만요.
3v3, 5v5. I have 4v4. And it's your whole scrummage working together. Okay? And again, we don't want any driving, pushing.
밀지 마시고요.
Holly's down. Okay, I'll keep away there. We just sink. Oh. Pull. Crouch. Bind.
Set.
No drive. Okay?
던지지 마시고요.
Have a go.
Crouch. Bind.
형이 타이트다. 형이 타이트다.
좀더 들어.
Set. 밀지 마시고.
허리 아파요. Stop.
안 눌렀어.
Old habits die hard. Keep pushing on it. And all the
안 눌렀어.
Because they're in.
여보 씨, 야, 너 머리만 힘이라도 무거운 거야.
Okay. Give yourselves a round of applause. Okay. Time, please.
15.
15 minutes left. Look, the good news is,
잠깐만요. 좋은 소식 하나 있는데요.
the good news is, you've all passed level 1.
다들 레벨 1 출연하셨습니다.
These people aren't going to level 2. Unfortunately, you should. But that doesn't matter. Because what we're going to do, we'll go back and we'll look at player welfare and a few other things back inside.
일단 안내 가가지고 뭐 따로 준비한 게 있어요. 일단 인터넷 문제 풀었던 것도 아니에요.
Glad you're back, all right? So what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you a couple of more things about decision making. And I do this with younger players. Remember, the name of the game, the name of this game is Around the World.
일단은 좀 조금만 할 텐데 우선 어린 아시는 거로
Okay, ready, go.
볼을 들고 색깔별로 일단 갖다 가시면
Don't need the ball, don't need the ball.
공 없이 공 없이
When the next one go, next one go,
다음 사람 출발.
next one go. Run the colours, run the colours, run the colours. Good. Everyone had a go? Oh, not yet. Okay, so when you run on the balls of your feet, keep your chin high. Wait for thin hands. No, wait for thin hands. Wait for thin hands. Wait for thin hands. Keep it right. Put your knees up. Keep your body upright. Okay, everyone's had a go. This time, we go yellow to yellow to yellow. Blue to blue to blue.
파란색
Red to red to red.
가시면 돼요.
No, you've got to go. No, you go by the first one and the second one. First one and the second one.
색깔별로
First one, second one. Go. Oh, no, what colour are you? Red, red. Good. And the next one, you go, your colour, come to this next one. Come to this next one. Keep going.
여기까지 오시면 돼요. 여기까지
And then
색깔별로
come to the last one.
왜 이렇게 싸이나 이거?
마지막 갔다 와. 아무 건데.
마지막까지.
Okay, very easy. So now what we're going to do, now what we're going to do,
다음에 할 거는요.
we're going to go in fours. One ball in four. First ball, ready? One ball.
하나만
One ball in the four. So when you run, you're going to run here, you can scissor with him.
다음 출발.
자기 볼 따라가면서 공 받아야 돼.
파란색 가시고요. 노란색 가시고.
Ready? Go. And when he goes past you, you can scissor. Go. You go that way.
기셔.
Where's the scissor? Where's the scissor? Good. I've got to go. Go. Go.
자기 찾아가면서 오지 마.
Don't get in front of the ball. Go. Good.
얘기하러 와주면
There.
제가 잠깐 설명해 드릴게요.
Stay that in.
그 색깔로 이렇게 움직이잖아요. 근데 이제 뛰다가 스위치한 그 지점이 있을 거 아니에요. 그때 그냥 볼을 그냥 주시면 돼요. 스위치한
Next four. Ready? Stop the ball in the middle because it changes it.
볼을
Ready?
연습 할게요.
Go. 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 Good. 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 Get in front of the ball. Good. Next group, ball up. Go. Two hands on the ball. Two hands on the ball. Next group, go. Go. Okay, bring them back. Bring them back.
일어서 보여주세요. 일어서 보여주세요.
No, from that area. Wait. Get back there. Bring them back. Jesus, you're a shocker, in. Put them back in lines, in the force.
일로 이렇게 또 뛰어오시면 돼요.
Ready? Go.
또 가실 때 그대로.
Good. 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 Don't get in front of the ball. Don't get in front of the ball. Don't get in front of the ball.
볼보다 뒤로 오세요.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't get in front of the ball.
볼 앞으로 오지 마세요.
Where's the first group again? First group again. Ready? First group. It's time. We've got 2 balls.
이제 볼 2개로 하면 할게요.
Ready?
받아야 2개로.
Ready?
볼 2개로요.
Now, you can't pass to somebody who's got a ball in their hand. Go!
공 받은 사람한테 주면 안 돼. 공 받은 사람한테 패스 못해요.
우리 저로 가 있어.
자기가
Ready? Go! Got 3 balls here. Ready? Go! Go! Shoot, shoot. Go, play, go. Good. Ready? Go. Go there. Right, then tell them to come back again.
여러분 다시 이제 이렇게 오시면 콤별로요. 네, 콤별로 이렇게 또 오세요.
Well, you can use them or you can use this, don't you? Good, good. Okay, this time 3 balls.
볼 여기 들게요. 이거.
Okay, ready? Now, this time I want you to run there. When you get there, change your colour, come back a different colour. So you go out and back, out and back. Changing colour each time you go out. There's 3 balls in the group, so now you're looking to make the pass. Nobody must get out of order. First group ready, go. Go, go, go.
일단 갈 때는 같은 색깔. 공 몇 개야? 공 몇 개야? 공 이렇게 많아.
홍배.
He's on drugs.
잠깐
Hey, he was on.
올 때 바꿔.
Hey, run your colour. Change your colour.
갈때 자기 색깔을 바꾸고 올 때 바꾸라고.
Next group ready. Get them coming back. Get them coming back. Go. Next group. 1. Off you go. Go. Remember, you go far side. Keep going.
자, 앞으로 가 돼. 앞으로 가 돼.
Go there and back one more time at pace, real pace. Okay?
최대 스피드로
And we'll
한번.
go 2 ball, not 3. 2 ball,
볼
not
2개로
3.
최대 스피드 한번 해보세요.
Now, the beauty of this is, and I'll come back to this tomorrow, you're retaining possession. You're putting pressure on yourself by not dropping the ball.
볼을 치면 떨어지지 않아요.
We're going forward with support. We've got continuity. We score the far end. Principles of play in attack. Functional roles, ball carrier, support player. Key factor analysis, 2 hands on the ball. Keep your eyes open. When you're sending the pass, it's a pop pass, not a hard pass. When you're receiving, clap and call for the ball. Now we've got everything that you need to do for level 1. opposite pace. Ready? Last thing we're doing today, practical. Ready? Go! Come on, boys! That pace, that pace, that pace, that pace. One touch, go! Time, you know what's going on there. Go! That pace, that pace, Bring it back, bring it back! That's very good, but it wasn't good enough because you stopped down up that end. So what I want you to do is to go down and turn around and come straight back. The other big thing is, this is chaotic, and the game is played in chaos.
일단은 좋게 했는데 일단 100% 완벽하지 않았고 잘했다면 잡자마자 바로 오는 거예요. 이게 하다 보면은 이제 막 마주치지 않는 것들 생각이 오는데 실제 시합에서 그만큼 생각이
So it's about decision making, keeping your eyes open, switching, scanning, pivot and close. Action and consequence. You must maintain you go forward. Good players can cope with this. You prove yourself in a reasonable coaching. So it's there and back. Not only is there some outcomes with regards to skill, there can be a lot of fitness in this. Sometimes what I do, I make it the whole field, and I vary the width. And we know if we're coming on a cross run, it's an unders line. If we're running away, it's an overs line. So lots and lots of talking. Okay? So I know it's not a game, but what I then do later on, I bring tackle shields in. If you're carrying a ball, we'll knock you out with a tackle shield. So you've got to be strong though, you don't know where it's coming from. Ready to go?
일단은 한 번도 할 텐데 일단은 갔다마자 바로 오시면 돼요.
Ready? Let's go! Shoot! Let's go! Let's go! Turn it straight round! Turn it straight round! You focus on The last group, come here.
마지막으로
The last group, come here.
마지막 네
The
분.
last group, come here.
마지막 네 분. 한 분. 마지막 쪽.
Who's in the last group? Stop. How many balls has the last group got?
마지막 쪽 포인트.
I think we've got one. One more. How many more? Yes. So we'll do it again. The last group can lead us because you did that with one ball instead of two.
그래서 저는 다 다시
We'll go one more time.
한 번 더 가볼게요. 일단 맨 마지막 쪽으로 한 번.
It's pretty good.
다시 한번 다 하시면
If If the ball gets dropped, we have to go again.
공 떨어지면 다시 한번 해야
Could
돼요.
be here till 9 o'clock tonight. Back. We'll let group one can go first. Just there and back one more time. One last time. Big effort. Ready? Go!
아니야?
이건 기바지. 근데 이렇게 줬어. 이거.
Just make sure all the cones come in, the balls come in, back up to the rim. So stuff gets done together. Who were the smokers? Smokers? No smokers went to. What's that? Don't hit there.
배워.
Okay, so let's get all the stuff in. Let's go in, fellas. Well done. Good stuff.
들어가서 이론 수업한대요.
따라오자 나한테. 땅콩. 커피.
다시 가야 돼. 파이팅. 벤치 올라. 경기로서 좀만 더 적으세요.
예.
한 번만.
먼저 하시면
아니 지금 발표하래요.
본인이
영남동
발표 한번 해주세요. 한번 네, 지금 일어나서 해주세요.
안 필요해.
근데 왜 되게 깨서
한번 일어나서 한번 일어나서.
읽으면 되는 거죠? 네, 저희가 생각한 코칭의 목표는 우선 경기력 향상되는 부분이랑 거기에 부가적으로 팀 우승하는 그게 목표인 것 같고, 더불어서 이제 중고등학교 인성 교육이 되는 그런 목표를 가지고 이제 추후에 먼 미래에는 이제 선진 럭비 만드는 게 코칭 최종 목표라고 저희는 생각합니다.
정리를 빨리 해놨네. 나 그냥 아무 생각 없이 하다가 있다가 그럴 뻔했네.
그러니까 가만히 가다니까.
나 가만히 읽기만 했으면 큰일 뻔했네.
Okay. That was coaching. The role of the coach. How long?
What?
5 minutes. How long did that take?
뭐 5분 돌이요?
We'll be very redundant very quickly. That's the role of the coach.
굉장히 너무 빨리 끝나가지고.
시간이 있는
다시 한번 아닌데.
But it's okay. I'm going to help you in a minute.
일단 그거에 생각 다시 도와드릴 거고요.
저희는 이제 선수들에게 좀 이렇게 지도를 해서 전달하고 싶은 럭비의 가치에 대해서 토론을 해봤습니다. 그래서 이제 저희 이제까지 나왔는데요. 첫 번째로 진실성입니다. 저희 운동장에서 최선을 다하고 이제 언행 같은 것들, 언행과 행동을 항상 책임 있게 할 수 있도록 하는 그런 진실성을 전달해야 한다고 생각을 했고요. 그리고 저희 열정에서는 지금 다 쓰지는 못했는데 저희 열정이라는 부분에서 선수들이 운동장에서 이제 최선의 노력을 다하고 그런 열정을 가지고서는 이제 럭비뿐만 아니라 이제 삶도 그렇게 살아갈 수 있도록 그런 열정을 가지고 이제 럭비를 하는 부분을 이제 전달을 하고 싶고요. 또 이제 럭비는 팀 운동으로 물론 이제 개인이 해야 되는 역할도 있지만 팀으로서 같이 해야 되는 부분도 있기 때문에 그런 협동 그리고 결속력이라는 가치도 선수들에게 지도가 될 수 있다면 좋을 것 같고요. 그리고 규율은 럭비는 신사의 운동이라고 하듯이 굉장히 거칠지만 규율이 준수가 되어야 경기가 진행이 가능합니다. 그래서 규율 준수라는 가치 또 선수들에게 전달되어야 되는 중요한 가치라고 생각을 하고요. 마지막으로 존경심입니다. 존경은 단지 어른들에 대한 존경 이런 것뿐만 아니라 상대 선수, 우리 팀 선수 그리고 우리 운동장에서 뛰는 심판 그리고 지도해 주시는 지도자분들 그리고 누구에게나 이렇게 존중할 수 있는 그런 가치들을 우리가 지도자로서 선수들에게 전달할 수 있어야 된다고 생각합니다. 같이 얘기하시는 거.
Now, what we could get you to do is you now do 10 minutes on values.
이제 여러분들 이제 10분간 이제 그 이거 했던 거 가치, 럭비에 대한 가치를 선수한테 어떻게 얘기할 건지 그거에 대해서 준비하시면 될 것 같아요.
And you now do 10 minutes on coaching.
이제 여러분들 이제 10분간 이제 코칭 2분에 했던 걸 이제 10분 동안 회의해가지고 하면 될 것 같아요.
But we won't do that
근데 이건 안 할게요.
because you've worked so well today.
오늘 너무 다들 잘 하셔가지고
We need to get an early finish.
그래가지고 너무 잘 하셔가지고 일찍
We've
끝나.
got two more big days to come.
어차피 이틀 더 남아 있으니까 오늘 좀 일찍
We
끝내고.
go home. We go home. Okay. So I think we've got maybe half an hour, and that will do us.
한 30분 정도만 하면은 될 것 같아요.
I got this from the Australian Sports Commission quite a long time ago,
옛날에 호주 거 있는데
and you know that I present for a living, or used to. I've just left the university. Critique is something that I put together, and tonight we're going to go and get a cable so we can look at your coaching from today and throw your things up. So I won't do all of this, but I will play some of it. Now that's me. Can you just go on and click with the mouse? Oh, got no sound. Can you get sound? We need sound. We need sound. Desperately need sound.
Don't feel like holding back. That is all I can chat city.
So I think as a coach you've got to have a sense of humour and you've got to enjoy your coaching.
일단 코치 여러분들 약간 유머감 있고 좀 이렇게 재밌게 잘 했으면 좋겠습니다.
Having said that, I coached Singapore this year in the sevens
이번에도 싱가포르 7인제 코치를 했는데
and we lost in the final of the tournament below the 7 series to play Korea and Hong Kong next year, and I'm still not happy because we lost.
일단 싱가포르 그게 경기 져가지고 그때 좀 별로 마음이 안 좋다고 이렇게 얘기하는.
I don't know if you can you read that?
In Korean?
Yeah.
그러니까 이게 당신 스스로한테 코칭을 좀 받고 싶으신가요? 이렇게 써져 있는데 왜 아니면 그게 뭐 받고 싶은지 아니면 받고 싶다, 받기 싫다 그거에 대한 이유를 말씀해 주시면 돼요. 다 이해하셨어요? 저 솔직히 이해 못했어요.
위에 거 먼저 읽어야 돼.
So would you want to be coached by you? Why not?
그러니까 이제 선수들이 코칭 받을 거 아니에요. 근데 선수들이 이제 여러분한테 코칭 받을 거 아니에요. 근데 과연 그 여러분들이 코칭하는 게 딱 생각해가지고 스스로가 아 이런 코칭을 받으면 좋을 것 같다 약간 이런 생각 드신다고 생각 써져 있어요 이렇게.
So just think about what your coaching philosophy is. We won't give you 2 minutes, just let you think about your coaching philosophy.
뭐 그거에 대해서 한번 생각 좀 해보세요. 여러분들이 코칭에 대한 그런 이제 어떻게 코칭했었는지.
Question: Who was your best coach?
첫 번째로는 여러분들의 이제 코치님은 과연 좋았나요?
Why was that coach good?
그 코치가 누구도 왜 코치가 좋았는지.
What are the attributes of that coach? What are the characteristics?
약간 색깔이 좀 이런 그 선생님 색깔이 어땠는지.
What sets that coach apart from other coaches?
약간 다른 코치에 비해서 다른 어떤 게 좀 달랐는지.
And last thing is, what do you need to be a good coach?
이제 여러분들이 코치하는 데 있어서 어떠한 것이 이렇게 필요하는지.
Okay, so this isn't in language. Hopefully, you'll succeed. So this is the coach talking to the player.
이제 코치가 선수한테 얘기하고 있는 장면입니다.
They're the mountains I want to climb as a player. The player finds there's some. The path going forward isn't easy.
이제 앞으로 가기 위해서 약간 좀 해결하는 게 생각하고 있는데요.
So the coach says, "Let me help you."
이제 코치가 이제 도와주는 하는 거예요.
Stage 2 is looking to see where we need to go.
이게 약간 가는 방향을 이제 이렇게 볼 텐데요.
So it's how can I give the player some direction to be the best player he can be? To be my best self.
이게 좀 이해되셨어요? 이제 혼자 이렇게 약간 생각해가지고 하겠어?
So we've talked about planning. What the coach has to do is
코치가 어떻게
to
되는지.
draw up a plan with the player or with the players.
이게 선수한테 이렇게 펜을 줘가지고 이렇게 선수가 그리기만 하지만 이게 같이 확인해 주는 거예요.
Stage 4 is how we're going to get there. It could be the SEA Games, it could be the Olympics, it could be World Cup.
이제 이 선수를 위해서 올림픽이나 월드컵에 인도할 수 있게끔 어떻게 하는지.
The coach has to provide the players with the apparatus to reach their goal.
이게 코치가 선수한테 이러한 거 이렇게 제공해가지고 이렇게 갈 수 있게끔 이렇게 도와주는 겁니다.
And hopefully you get a gold medal in rugby. And sometimes the player's got to help him or herself.
이제 가끔 보면 이제 선수는 자기 스스로 이렇게 해야 되고요.
So the coach has a toolbox,
이제 코치는 약간 좀
and
도구가
we
있고요.
go by stages, step by
한
step.
단씩 오르게 해주고요.
Sometimes the coach has to provide a safety net so the player doesn't get hurt.
이제 가끔 이제 코치가 이렇게 안정성 도구를 이렇게 제공해가지고 선수들이 다치지 않도록 도와주는 역할이고요.
So this is the level 1 toolbox that we've given you today.
이제 이게 오늘 레벨 1 그 약간
Using functional
도구
roles. And sometimes you have to put smaller steps in for your players.
가끔 보면 이제 선수한테 이렇게 작은 것 이렇게 제공해야 되고요.
And that helps them to climb the ladder to success.
이게 작은 거 하나로도 이렇게 오르게끔 도와줄 수 있다고 합니다.
And depending on the player's age, it might be we overcome a boundary before we carry on. So different age groups have different ways of getting
이제 각 연령대별로 이렇게 해결할 수 있는 그런 방안이 많다고 얘기했습니다.
Okay. I cannot teach, I can only help you learn.
이제 갈릴레오가 얘기한 건데 저는 당신을 가르칠 수 없지만은 당신이 배울 수 있게끔 도와줄 수 있다고 이렇게 얘기했습니다.
Learning has not taken place until behaviour has changed.
이제 약간 이제 성격이 좀 이상하면 그냥 뭐 제대로 배우지 못한다 약간 그런 거예요. 인성 교육이 좀 제대로 돼야 된다는 거.
So we made the decision today not to do the second coaching episode because most of you are going to be here tomorrow and Wednesday.
일단 여러분들은 우선 뭐
We made the decision not to do the second coaching.
일단은 이제 두 번째로 코치하는 거 있잖아요. 아까 10분만 한다는 거 어차피 내일 일단 할 거기 때문에 오늘 일단 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다.
But we hope that your behaviour of throwing the ball in We hope your behaviour of jumping, we hope your behaviour of lifting, and your behaviour of scrummaging has changed because of what we did.
일단 오늘 일단 배운 거 있잖아요. 오늘 일단 배운 거에 대해서 일단 한 단계 좀 생각해가지고 내일 좀 더 좋은 모습을 보여줬으면 좋겠다 합니다.
So what are the outcomes of this course?
일단 이번 코스에 대해서 그냥 말씀드리자면
You need to think about what you were doing at 9 o'clock this morning. Are you different coaches now?
이제 내일 아침 오전 9시에 오실 텐데 이제 오늘과 좀 다르게 좀 생각해가지고 오시면 될 것 같아요.
What do you want from your coaching or from this course?
일단 이번 코스를 통해서 어떤 거를 혹시 얻고 싶으신지 이렇게 물어봤고요.
And the one thing we'll do is we'll give you all these notes. Because they're in English, they might not be that useful, but we might get them translated into Korean.
일단은 이거 PPT나 뭐 그런 자료를 다 드릴 텐데 일단 영어로 돼 있어가지고 보기 힘들겠지만 아마 이제 뭐 협회 직원들 제가 이제 영어 번역해가지고 아마 보낼 수 있을 것 같아요.
So to help that group over there, the role of the coach is planning.
일단 이제 아까 이제 코칭에 대해서 얘기했는데 일단 첫 번째 좀 약간 피드백 넣었잖아요. 계획
Teaching,
세우는 거, 그다음에 또 뭐 가르치는 거,
teaching key factor analysis,
핵심 단어 좀 쓰면서 이렇게 가르쳐 주는 거 있고요.
group management.
약간 이제 그룹별로 약간 이렇게 얘기해 주는 거죠. 이렇게 매니지먼트 그냥.
One thing about, I don't speak Korean, but I know you are all good communicators.
일단은 한국말 잘 모르지만 일단 자기가 봐도 소통을 잘하고 있다고 합니다.
And hidden in what we did, you actually worked really hard, because you said they all had sweat on when they came back. Right? So physical conditioning is part and parcel of what you've done today.
일단 다들 이제 이렇게 몸을 이렇게 움직이셨잖아요. 일단 그거부터 얘기했고요.
The other thing impinging, everything you do in level 1 is safety.
일단은 뭐 안정성 그런 거 이렇게 얘기했었고요.
Question that you ask yourself about why do you coach?
아까 질문했던 건데 왜 코칭을 하시는지.
And we know these blokes here all coach for money.
그리고 세 분이 뭐 똑같이 돈 때문에 이제.
What are the jobs of the coach?
이제 그냥 일거리 좀 한 게 있기도 하고요. 코칭은.
What are the skills of a coach?
일단 기술 갖고 있는 코치도 있고요.
What are coaching styles?
뭐 코칭의 스타일 그런 거 이렇게.
So I can't be like you,
일단 이분이 똑같이 여기 있는 분들 좀 똑같이 될 수는 없고요.
and lucky for you, you can't be like me.
일단 안타깝게도 이분들도 똑같이 이분처럼 될 수는 없다고 합니다.
So we plan, we coach, we self-reflect.
한번 코칭하면서 이제 한번 생각해보고 되새김이랑 이렇게 하면 되는 거예요.
So the other thing is the job of the coach. You are de facto parent. You teach little kids.
오케이.
Yeah. Parents leave their kids with you as a coach. You have to look after them.
일단 어린애들은요. 일단은 뭐 부모님들이 그냥 이제 설명을 맡기고 이렇게 가잖아요. 그냥 이제 애들이랑 그런 책임감 그런 거 있고요.
Sometimes you're the Uber driver.
일단 가끔 보면 이제 택시 운전기사 될 수도 있고요.
You're all role models for your coach, for your kids and your players.
일단은 그 선수되는 애들 위해서 여러분들이 이제 롤모델이 이렇게 될 수 있고요.
You have to be a first aider.
이제 응급처치 할 줄 아는 사람들 돼야 되고요.
Sometimes you have to wake people up.
이제 가끔 보면 이제 잠에서 깨야 된다.
You've got to be a manager.
매니저가 되기도 하고요.
You've got to be. Now, do you think you have to be a friend of the players?
혹시 질문을 드린 건데 선수들과 혹시 친구가 돼야 된다 생각하십니까?
I'm friendly with the players, but I'm not their friend.
일단은
I'm friendly, but I'm not a friend.
일단은 좀 친근하게 하긴 하는데 진짜 친구는 아니고요.
So just want to bang a couple of lights on that.
불 켜줄 수 있어요? 뒤쪽.
Just to keep it warm.
일단
Okay. So I think if you're a friend of the players will say you've selected me or not selected me because you're not a friend. You can't do that. You must select the best team.
이제 여러분들은 이제 뭐 이렇게 좀 친근하면은 좀 골라달라 할 수 있잖아요. 근데 그런 게 아니고 진짜 잘하는 애를 잘 뽑아서 할 수 있도록 해야 한다.
And we'll do a little bit about selection in level 2.
일단 그거는 레벨 2에 가가지고 할 수 있도록 하겠습니다.
Okay, you have to be a counsellor, you have to be a teacher.
일단 선생님이 돼야 되고요.
You have to be a good administrator. This course today has only gone well because of Hiran. She's working all the time, right? You know, like a swan goes across the water very smoothly, but underneath, feet working very, very hard. She's worked non-stop for the last 2 or 3 weeks. So let's give her a round of applause as our course administrator.
일단은 준비를 좀 이렇게 많이 하셨는데 이분에서 박수 한번 좀 쳐주세요.
Okay. You've got to be a good communicator.
소통을 잘 하셔야 돼요.
You've got to be a manager.
매니저 되세요.
You've got to be a facilitator. Don't worry, you've got to be a disciplinarian. But with you blokes, not once today have we had people not do the right thing. People are really tired now. Right? You've got to be an injury manager, you've got to be an administrator, you've got to be a referee. Bloody referees. Okay. In the old days, the coach told players what to do.
일단은 이제 약간 좀 압박 넣으면서 하는 거 있잖아요. 그거 약간 옛날 스타일이고.
The new coach is a facilitator and pulls information.
약간 좀 이렇게 최신식 약간 좀 끌어당기는 약간.
So I think you should all keep a diary.
일단 다들 이제 다이어리 공책 같은 거 챙겨 놓으시고.
You should all find a mentor, somebody you can talk to about your coaching.
일단은 뭐 멘토가 좀 있으시면 좋을 것 같고요. 여러분들 멘토.
And of course, I think video analysis is really important.
이제 그 영상 보는 거 있잖아요. 그게 있으면 더 좋을 것 같아요.
Okay. So we've got session plans, yearly plans, organisation plans, self-reflection. Enjoyment and success as a level 1 coach should just naturally come your way.
일단 코칭 레벨 1에서 이제 올라오자는 거니까 일단 즐겁게 하는 것이 성공에 이끌 수 있다. 그거를 말씀드리는 거예요.
You need to challenge your best players.
일단은 그 제일 잘하는 선수에 대한 그런 도전 정신이 있어야 되고요.
You need to remediate your weakest players.
일단 그 좀 못하는 친구들은 그걸 좀 잘할 수 있게 이렇게 해주고요.
And when you think of that game we played round the world, you're all making decisions all the time about when to pass, when to run, when not to, staying behind the ball. It's quite dynamic. Coaching can be a lot of fun.
일단 코칭은 좀 이렇게 재밌게 하겠는데 항상 뭐 할 때마다 약간 결정해야 되잖아요. 뭐 이런 상황에서는 이런 거 해야 되고 이런 거 이런 거 해야 되는데 항상 그런 거 좀 생각하시는 분들이 있겠네요.
We talk about verbal coaching. Have I today given you negative messages?
혹시 좀 약간 뭐 부정적인 그런 메시지 뭐 드린 거
Have
있나요?
I been negative?
혹시 부정적이었나요, 이분이?
I've tried to be enthusiastic. I've tried to be well prepared. If I walked around with my hands in my pockets,
약간 행동에 약간 뭐 이렇게 했었나요? 코치하면서?
what should we do today?
아쉬운 뭐 하지?
Is that a message for me? Oh. Now, you can send a message to your players whether you're upbeat or not. And I think regardless of what goes on, whether you've been bitten by the dog, the wife has taken your credit card, you can't let that interfere with the way that you coach.
일단은 뭐 다들 이제 보셨다시피 일단 코치 이렇게 좀 약간 부정적이게 안 했잖아요. 좀 약간 밝게 이렇게 좀 선수들 이렇게 대해주면 좀 좋을 것 같아요.
So this guy and another guy over here, this guy, it's now 15 minutes to the end of the course and they've worked that hard, they're quite tired. So I have to pick up, hey, don't go for another hour because it will kill the day. Do your work smartly. When you've done enough, stop it.
일단은 뭐 시공 일단 중요하게 일단 뭐 시공 남겠는데 일단 두 분께서는 좀 끝까지 좀 잘 집중 해주셨으면 좋겠다고 얘기하고 있습니다.
So I've sent a lot of messages out.
여러분들한테 많은 그런 메시지 다 보냈고요.
We've done a lot of talking.
일단 많이 얘기했고요.
We've done some role mentoring.
약간 이제 롤
We've done some demonstration. I've tried to be as upbeat as I possibly can.
최대한 이제 몸을 이렇게 쓰면서 얘기했고요.
I've listened to you.
모든 여러분들 다 이렇게
We've asked you some questions and you've made some decisions about this course.
일단 다들 물어보셨는데 그거에 대해서 잘 답변.
We've observed you. We've got video analysis.
이제 이 영상 촬영하면서 그런 거 다 지켜봤고요.
Okay, we've got some evidence. And the body language of two people will get a bit tired, so we'll stop fairly soon. Okay. Safety is really important for you as a coach,
안전은 정말 일단 코치에 대해서 정말
especially when you're working with kids,
일단 특별히 또 애기들 때 정말 중요하고요.
right? Because we've got a central nervous system and we have a brain.
여기 일단 뇌가 있고 하다 보니까
I've had one accident where I had a paraplegic, where they lost the use of their arm and their legs,
옛날 한번 사고 있었는데 이거 한번 부상
and,
당해가지고 팔다리 다
and it's not nice.
그런 게 보기 좋지
And
않고
what happened is the kid came off the scrum and just walked backwards and fell over another, fell badly, ambulance, never walk again, and it was a brilliant kid, very, very sad.
일단 스크럼을 짜다가 이렇게 나와가지고 뒤로 물러나는데 어쩔 수 없이 그냥 뒤에 걸려서 넘어졌는데
So it's,
거리가 떨어져가지고 이제
it's incumbent on us to do everything that we can
일단 다리
for
부딪히고
safety. So we had people being lifted today, being brought back down the ground. We had people scrummaging, no problem. I will go through, and my apologies to those not doing level 2, I will go through the tackle in level 2.
일단 레벨 2에서는 일단 태클을 할 텐데 우선 다들 안전하게 잘 해주시기 바랍니다.
This is most important.
이게 가장 중요한데요.
Your perception of yourselves as coaches has to be good.
일단 여러분도 일단 코치 일단 위치에 있을 때는 코칭 정말 열심히 잘 하셔야 되는데
If you believe you're good, you will be better than if you believe you're bad. If you believe you're good, you will be better than if you believe you're bad.
일단은 스스로가 일단 자신감 있게 나 진짜 잘하고 있다 생각하면요 일단 확실히 그거 이제 못하는 것보다는 더 잘하고 있다고 이렇게 얘기를 하고
And so the biggest takeaway of this course is knowing each other.
일단 서로 일단 잘 아시고
It is having this booklet,
그리고 책 이렇게 받으셨고요.
because if you use this, it will be really helpful.
그 책 한번 읽어보시면 도움이 굉장히
And hopefully, before the game to level, or leaving, we'll come and do level 2 another time, and the rest of us will continue our journey in the next 2 days.
일단은 뭐 레벨 1 하신 분들도 어쩔 수 없지만 뭐 레벨 2 하신 분들 일단
So,
또 이어서 할게요.
if I tell him, hey, you're very good,
일단 예를 들어
he feels good about himself. Mate, you are bloody hopeless.
일단 정말 못한다고 이렇게 희망 없다고.
You're an oxygen thief. You're an oxygen thief. I wouldn't let you do that. If you do that, all you do is damage the relationship between you and the player.
이렇게
Don't do it.
일단 부정적으로 얘기하면 이렇게 관계 깨지기 때문에 그렇게 하지 말라는
Okay? So, so raise the self-esteem of everybody. Let the feeling be very positive. Alright?
약간 스스로 약간 좀 생각 좀 해보시고 좀 긍정적으로 좀 한번 생각 좀 해주시기 바랍니다.
That's his solicitor ringing me up. Take the call. Okay? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Okay. So, we need you to be satisfied and have self-worth.
일단 스스로 좀
We need you now. Okay?
스스로 약간 좀 이렇게 뭔가 좀 해보시고 좀 만족감 좀 가지시면 됩니다.
We now have a group of level 1 coaches
일단 그룹별로 이렇게 코칭 레벨왕이 했는데
that belong together and should affiliate. No, not affiliate. You should feel that you know each other.
일단 서로 일단 이렇게 뭐 그룹별로 하긴 했지만 서로 다 아셔야 되고요.
And you want to become the best coaches you can.
일단은 여러분들 일단 최고의 코치가 될 수 있도록 했으면
We've had a lot of fun.
오늘 많이 즐겼고요.
We hopefully made you think about the game.
일단 게임에 대해서 좀 생각 좀 해보셨을 거고요.
And we've had some excitement during the day.
일단 뭐 굉장히 즐겁게.
Okay, that's the end of the slide. What I want this group to do, no, not in groups, we'll give you, in twos, give me a definition of what is a key factor analysis. In twos, write down a definition of a key factor analysis.
일단은 그 아까 핵심 단어 그 쓰는 거 있잖아요. 그다음 정의라고 해야 될까? 이제 약간 뜻 있잖아요. 이제 키 팩터라는 그 이제 핵심 단어 쓰기 있잖아요. 그거의 정의 무슨 말씀인지 이해하시겠어요? 그러니까 예를 들면 핵심 단어를 쓰잖아요. 그러면 이제 그거 예를 들자면 이제 이거는 이제 이 단어 쓰면서 임팩트가 큰 단어들, 짧은 단어 중에 임팩트 있는 단어 약간 그런 느낌 있잖아요. 그런 걸 써주시면 돼요. 그 두 분. 그러니까 핵심 제가 번역해드린 건데 핵심 단어라는 게 왜 그걸 쓰는지 있잖아요. 쓰게 되면은 이제 예를 들면 이제 한 단어를 쓰면서 이 선수가 아 하면서 알 수 있잖아요. 그런 거. 예를 들면 볼 캐치하면은 아니
주가 자기 팀만의
약간 그런 것도 그런 것도 되고.
피드백을 주라는 거 아니에요?
그러니까 한 단어인데 이제 핵심 단어잖아요. 핵심
그
단어.
단어를 쓰면 이 아이들이
그러니까 그 핵심 단어 그 약간 정의잖아요. 정의. 그걸 쓰시면 돼요.
코칭에 관한 핵심 단어요?
예. 아예 그 핵심 단어잖아요.
뭐 스크럼, 그러니까 핵심 단어는
뭐 스크럼 하는데
라고
이렇게 해야 된다 그런 거 있잖아요. 왜 그렇게 쓰니까 그런 정의.
저희가
무슨
어떤 거를
말씀인지
코칭을 할 때
Okay, and stop. And stop. English can be a problem. I think that you've coached using key factors. Key factors are what? Call-outs. Foot forward. Hands up. Elbows in. Eyes on the ball. Or take the shoulders. That's all a key factor is. It's skill.
스킬. 그냥 약간 그냥 기술력 있잖아요. 방금 이제 행동 보여준 것처럼 약간 그런 거 그냥 쓰면 돼요.
저희가 오전에 잠깐 발표했었잖아요. 그 계량공 던지는 거에 대해서 이걸 어떻게 쪼개가지고서 이렇게 하는 거예요. 그게 핵심 요소 분석이에요. 어떤 액션을 하는 데 있어서 그거를 어떤 요소가 주요 요소가 들어가는지 그거를 분석을 해서 아침에 하나씩 적어가지고 던지는 부분이랑 받는 부분에 대해서 저기 했었잖아요. 그러니까 그거를 이제 어떤 스킬에 있어서 그거를 분석을 하는 걸 핵심 요소 분석이라고 해요. 그거에 대해서 정의를 내리래요. 핵심 요소 분석이 무엇인가를 2인 1조로.
Who can tell me what the principles of play in attack are?
이제 어택 팀 있을 거 아니에요. 그 팀이 이제 어떻게 어떠한 원리를 공을 들고 나가는 거 있잖아요. 그거 어떻게 설명하시는 분 있잖아요. 한번 설명 좀 해주시죠.
What's the first thing? What have you got to have if you want to attack?
일단 공격하기 위해서는 뭐가 필요하죠?
You could have the ball. So maintain possession of the ball. What's the next principle?
그 다음에 뭐죠? 볼을 갖고 나서
Go forward. You can run. You could run backwards. So go forward. If you run forward, what are you doing?
앞으로 가면 이제 뭐 해야 되죠?
Applying pressure. Good. After pressure, what do you want to do after that?
압박을 놓고 그 다음에 뭐 해야 되죠?
Support is not a principle of play. It's something a behaviour of play. Continuity and score. Okay. Principles of defence are
일단 반대로 이제 수비는 어떻게 해야 되죠? 처음으로
not the first one. Contest possession. Apply pressure. Close down space and time. Counter attack and score.
일단은 뭐 수비 이렇게 일자 써가지고 앞으로 이렇게 전제하면서 압박 놓고 수비하고 공격하는 팀을 잡고 고사 이제 뺏어.
So one of the things we'll do on level 2, we'll say to you guys, come up with some attack style moves. Right, level 2. You team come up with 3 attack moves. You guys come up with 3 defensive moves. You can't do your defensive patterns unless you know what the attack pattern is. Does that make sense?
일단은 여기 분은 공격에 대해서 한번 써주시고 되고 이쪽 분은 일단은 수비에 대해서 쓰시면 돼요.
So attack and defence are the opposite sides of the same coin. Because you can only defend depending what they do in attack, and if they're smart, they will only attack where you're not, creating space.
일단 좀 이해되셨어요? 좀
And we'll talk more about that tomorrow.
일단 내일 더 얘기할 텐데 이분들은 공격에 대해서 하고 있잖아요. 근데 수비하시는 분들 이분들이 뭘 할지 모르잖아요. 그리고 마찬가지로 이제 공격하시는 분들 수비를 어떻게 하는지 모르잖아요. 일단 서로 치밀하게 잘 얘기해가지고 하면 되는데
We've got 5 minutes left.
5분 정도 남았는데
Can you name these players? Lights?
혹시 여기 있는 선수 혹시 아시나요?
Anyone know?
혹시 아시는 분 있으세요?
Lawrence Belalio. Timmy Horan. That was Gaultier, French halfback. That's an Irish winger, can't remember his name. Nice move. Good side step. Nice line out, not as good as yours.
Good touch. He's creative.
That's Captain Bauer who played for Fiji on the wing.
일단 방금 나왔던 선수 키
So we could continue and get you to work on knocks and bruises, concussion and post-game situations. Not going to do that. As a coach, you can't do everything. We need to do what we can really well rather than staying here for another half hour or so.
일단은 뭐 이제 타박상 있었고 그다음 메신타인에서 있었고 했는데 그 지금 당장 하지 않을 거예요.
Just to say that you have now all done 15's level 1. There's a level 2, there's a level 3.
일단은 코치 일단 15인지 레벨 1 일단 방금 다 했고 레벨 2, 레벨 3 있다면
There's a whole heap of work we could do now for another hour or so, but I'm not going to do it. We will get these notes to you about player welfare.
일단 뭐 종이로 뭐 이렇게 적고 할 거 있었는데 일단 지금 그거 안 하고 그냥 다음에 하는 걸 하고요. 뭐 하나 좀 볼게요.
You might not understand this, but this is a... I know where to show it. Shall I show this? It's funny, but they might not understand it.
Hey, how you doing? This is Ted Lasso. I'm the new head coach of the Tottenham Hotspurs, and I'd like to talk to the Queen, please.
So this is an American football coach trying to coach soccer.
Tottenham
일단 미신 축구 코치가 와가지고 일단
You'll implement my coaching style.
Football, man, where you play. You got grass, you got cleats, and you got helmets and masks on.
Football in the States is not a specialty, but they have a different kind of football over here.
Yeah. Circle them up, have them put on their pads, and let's start playing for real. So where are their pads, coach?
There's a lot of small similarities.
A-team I coach, they're going to play hard for all 4 quarters, okay?
So he's describing American football,
Okay, halves.
so it's very different
We'll
than
play
soccer.
hard, 2 halves. We're going to
일단은
play
이
till
사람이
the
미신 축구를 설명하는 축구인데
Okay, there's a winner, a loser, or a tie. You tie.
If you tried to end a game in a tie in the United States, heck, that might be listed in Revelations as the cause for the apocalypse.
Yeah, if we have any goals this season, absolutely. We're going to win a lot of games. We're going to get in the playoffs. There's no playoffs. Again, my job has got a lot easier. Ties and no playoffs. Why do you do this?
One of the issues I've had is what tackling was.
There you go, tackle. What the hell? That's not a tackle. It's just sliding around. Soccer tackle, sir. You're all right there, Gary. That's how you tackle.
To prepare for this job, read a lot of books, watched a lot of game films, but to be honest with you, the best way to learn how to play this game is to play this game.
Square, goal, stop.
Okay, sorry, it's tall.
There you go, good stop. Okay.
Guys, hey, it's over for now.
So this is a coach that doesn't understand.
Yeah, they do things a little bit differently.
일단 여기 미신 선수가 축구를 이해 못하고
What's going on here?
It's nice to be able to go backwards and forwards and not have some ref make a big deal about it.
Will you explain to me how that was offside? No, I'm asking you. Seriously, explain offside to me. It made no sense.
Well, the first thing I had to do when getting this job was learn about the competition. We came up with a flashcard system in order for me to make American comparisons to English teams. All I had to do was link what I don't know to what I do know.
Manchester United, super rich. Everybody either loves them or hates them.
Dallas Cowboys.
Liverpool used to be great, haven't won a title in a really long time.
Also Dallas Cowboys.
Cardiff City, Dragons on the crest.
Was that hot girl from Game of Thrones?
Khaleesi.
이 영상의 목적은 축구를 그냥 깔려고 그냥 만든 영상이에요.
Because of that training that I did, I guarantee that we're going to beat the Cowboys and Jennifer Lawrence. Has there been a learning curve? I would say a little bit.
Starting to understand why his scores are so low. Look how tiny these goals are. For the practice goals, coach. He knocking that ball with his head. Is that legal? Totally legal. Hey, that's 3 points. No points. No points. Why not? Gotta go in. Come on, Rob. You gotta get it in there to get 3 points. 1 point. They got like an application for a phone that can learn the rules. What are these trust exercises? Who's orange shoes there? Gareth Bale. That's Gareth Bale. Where he's from? He's from England. Wales. Wales. Wait, that's another country? Yes and no. How many countries are in this country? 4.
But I'm learning, and I want to learn. These young men, they just would not understand exactly what I was trying to get them to do.
Guys, all I'm looking for is 60% effort, 4,000% of the time. That's it, skip. Skip like little girls. Go, not a care in the world. I'm lucky to be doing this for a living. Everybody's through the robot.
You got to ride a few players a little bit harder than some of the other players.
Blondie, you are killing me. John, what do you got on there pants-wise? What is this? 3/4. And I get those in the women's section, John. Pick up the ball in their hands. That is a violation.
And in an act of solidarity, I spent an entire day not using my hands out of respect towards the game. And I think that went pretty well. I think it garnered a lot of respect from the players. They appreciated not only the fact that I could do most activities without using my hands, but that I just tried. After a few days of practice, the players gave me a nickname. Started small, but now they'll chant it at me every now and then. It's pretty nice.
What's the nickname?
Wanker.
Do you know what it means?
I think it just means great. Like a nice guy, like, kind heart, someone that listens, someone that'll push it. A wanker is someone that doesn't mind being alone. Likes to sit with his thoughts.
Okay. So we've done that. Nice. Okay, put the lights back on, please. This is something you need to be aware of.
일단은 연령별로 나오는데 이거 좀 참고하시면 돼요.
6-year-olds are very different than 20-year-olds.
일단은
And there's a whole range of stages you go through.
일단은 6단계가 있는데 일단 보시면 6세에서 12세하고 성인은 좀 달랐어요.
We know that what you've done this morning, you've planned, you've done, you've reviewed.
일단 계획을 짜고 그거 하고 그다음에 다시 이렇게 리뷰를 하고요.
There's a training plan. You've got your own plans. We don't give you one. You have to keep. You have to do it.
일단 뭐 각자 뭐 이렇게 쓰신 게 있을 거야. 아마 근데 따로 이렇게 얘기하지 않을 텐데.
Plan, do, review, conclude. I'll send them all of this.
이거 다 보내드릴 거예요.
This might be worth watching. Okay, so all I really want to do is to say thank you to everybody.
일단 여러분들 일단 감사드리고요.
This course has been a good course because you've been very good delegates.
일단 여러분들 잘 하셔가지고 이번 코스는 정말 좀 잘 된 것 같아요.
Okay. There's some homework
일단 숙제가 있는데요.
tomorrow.
내일까지 해주셔야 되는데요.
The 4 people who aren't coming on the course, can you just go and sit down over there?
일단은 레벨 2 참가 안 하신 분들은 일단은 저 뒤쪽에
And can the rest of us give them a round of applause and say well done? Okay. So we've got 2 groups, we're now going to have 4 groups. Group 1.
일단 이게 그룹 1이고요.
Group 2.
이렇게 4명 이렇게 그룹 2이고요. 일로 보세요. 일로 보세요.
Is he with us?
나이는 안 나요.
2 come across. Where do I go? Okay. So we've got 4, 4, just 4. Ignorant?
그 레벨 2 참가 안 하신 분들 4분.
Okay, what's he got? Is he doing Are you doing?
내일도 오시죠? 않아?
Doing level 2?
He's coming, he's level 2, yeah.
Come sit down. Okay, so we'll have 3 groups. We've only got 12.
일단은 갑자기 12분 되셨는데
Okay, so all I want you guys to do for homework is to work out an emergency plan for here.
일단 비상 대책이랑 한번 생각해 보시면 된다는 얘기입니다.
All I want you guys to do is a safety checklist for the facility.
일단은 여기 분은 안전에 대한 거 체크리스트 그런 거 써주시면 되고
And you guys can do first aid, how you look after either open wounds or sprains or fractures and concussions.
일단 여기 있는 분들 일단 내부 차례 형을 주고 그다음에 살짝 까진 거잖아요. 살짝 까진 거 그런 거랑
Okay?
삔 거 있잖아요.
So your presentation will be done tomorrow morning and it will be 7 minutes.
이제 이거를 7분 동안 각 그룹별로 발표를 할 거예요.
7 minutes. PowerPoint.
파워포인트로
7 minutes. PowerPoint. 7 minutes. PowerPoint. Good luck. So that's the assessment. You will all receive a report similar to that.
이거 오늘
With your video.
그
Okay?
영상 같이 해가지고
I'll send that tonight for you.
오늘 저녁에 보낸다 합니다.
Oops, let's go back. Luck is not a strategy for you as a coach. That's not an option. You won't be a lucky coach, you'll be a well-developed coach.
아 이제 여러분들 약간 이제 행운이 일단 행운이 그런 코치가 아니고 일단 잘하시는 그런 코치가 될 거고요.
Tomorrow morning,
네 아침에요.
you will prepare the session
일단 여러분들 일단
of
각자
topic of the second topic we gave you today.
그 오늘 원래 하려던 그 두 번째 거를 그걸 내일 아침에 할 겁니다.
Okay? So that means we won't repeat it. And we'll make it a 7-minute coaching session.
그 이제 코치가 아까 전에 말씀드린 거 그거 각자 잘 기억하시고 내일 아침에 각자 7분씩 할 거예요.
Okay. So can the level 1s come back in again now?
일단 이제 레벨 코치 레벨 하시면 다시 들어오시겠어요?
Can I ask you to stand up?
나머지 분들 다 일어나시고
Where's Hedgie? Well done. You don't argue with him. You go down, take a hand.
Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy
Can I just say thank you very much?
여러분 정말 감사드리고요.
Level 2 in here 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
네, 아침 9시까지.
If you want to hang around there and do some homework, you can. If you want to come early in the morning, no. Alright, so the room opens at 8:50.
8시 50분에 여기 열리고요.
What I'll do, I'll give you 20 minutes. We'll open the room at 8:50. We won't start till 10 past 9, so at least you've got some time to do your homework. So do your homework away, then bring it in, we'll put it together. We'll start with a review, preview session, then your homework, then we're out, getting ready again. Are there any questions?
혹시 뭐 질문 있으세요? 일단 집 가서 숙제하시고 다시 와가지고 한 20분 정도 일단은 다시 또 모여가지고 같이 얘기하시고 그다음 발표하시면 돼요.
근데 내일 그룹 특별로 하는 거야? 아니면 한 사람도 다?
그거 방금 말씀드린 거예요.
그룹만 하는
네,
거지? 근데 우리
Okay. And look, we've had a few challenges here today. Thank you for your patience and the way you responded in overcoming those challenges.
다들 이렇게 잘 집중해주셔서 감사드리고요.
Okay. See ya.